not put too much on one game and just kind of stay within what y'all do in the process?
I just think we look back at film and we see that, Tennessee at the time was number 7 in the country. Kentucky was 5 or 6, and we're in the game the whole game. We got the lead for a lot of the game, and so we're doing a lot of good things. But I just think going into this, just don't put too much pressure on you. We played them before, and just go and try and win the game as best as possible. So like I said, we've been tested by some really good teams, and we came up a little short. But I think it's been a very good learning curve for this team.
Kermit was talking about how hard Missouri guards. I know you experienced that when they were here. How do you defeat that when a team is that physical on the perimeter?
Just ball movement, moving the ball, and cracking them off. Long closeout. So when the game comes up, Missouri is a very good defensive team. They held Georgia to, I think, something like 30 or so points last night. So credit to them, but I think if we run offense, we'll be fine.
The games maybe felt a little more stressful, high pressure as you start to drop a few late in the season.
Do games start to feel more pressure?
Yeah.
Me, I always get nervous before every game. It doesn't matter if it's the first game of the season or the last game of the season. So, speaking for myself, games mean more towards the end of the season, but I don't ever feel any more pressure than any other game.
Being on the perimeter, how has it helped with Bruce Stevens being so much more effective on the inside over the past couple of weeks?
It opens up a lot, especially when the bigs are switching on to me and the guards are switching on to him. So. Just having a big man to have an inside presence, rebounding the ball and finishing on the inside, getting us easy baskets, 2 points throughout the game is definitely helpful, and he's been stepping up for the team as of late.
How much have you seen the SEC change in just your 3 years playing basketball here?
That's a great question. I've seen it change a lot for the good. A lot of coaching changes. The pavilion. So it's been a tremendous change, and that's why the league is where it is at the moment.
Kermit said after a couple of games now that y'all weren't able to get stops when you needed to in the second half, and the second half field goal percentages have been pretty high. Is there any area that when you watch the tape that you identify and say, okay, this is where we need to be better to where you can get those stops?
It definitely has been a problem for us, second half field goal percentage. I don't think it's pinpointing one thing. It's just, finishing possessions. I think we're guarding pretty well to begin with, but, just got to finish possession with a rebound, and, that number will go down.
Is the Missouri game here, coming out of the under 4 timeout, you really hit a good stretch there, several shots in a row. What do you remember about that stretch?
I just remember they switching a lot on the ball screen. Tillman was out the game with foul trouble and didn't really have an inside presence, so I just found myself attacking the rim and making plays for the team.
You found fatigue kind of set in these last 4 or 5 games. Obviously, you and TD play a lot of minutes, and you get up to the 25-game plateau. Does that hit you any harder late in games?
Especially me, I feel like everybody's fatigued at this point in the season. When I look down at, even last game when I looked down at Kentucky warming up, guys would look tired, So I guess bodies do have an effect, but, when that ball tips up and, that whistle's blowing and it's game time, I think, your mind kind of takes over. So when it comes to conditioning, I think I'm in good shape. I think the team's in good shape, and I think we'll be ready to play.
We haven't gotten to talk to you since Tennessee. How did your teammates kind of pick you up after what happened at the end of that game?
I mean, it's part of basketball. It's nothing, you can do about it now. I missed the front end. Grant Williams made a great play, to seal the game, and credit to them. But, I don't think it was just one play that lost us that game. So it's a tough one, I wish I can get it back. Can't get it back now, but, it's just another learning experience for me.
Just a general basketball philosophy question. The long two is kind of a big part of your game. Have you watched that kind of get phased out of the NBA, the statistics and stuff? Have coaches ever pushed back on you, maybe asking you to take more threes or more layups and maybe maybe cut back?
Honestly,
on
I take what I get on the court. So I honestly don't even look at when I'm about to take a shot. Oh, this is a long two. I'm just going to try and make the shot. So whether it goes in or whether it doesn't, you know, it's part of the game. I feel like my shot selection has been better this year. I feel like I'm shooting at a good clip, 48%. So, you know, sometimes shots don't fall, and that's part of the game.
Anything else?